Hello everybody and welcome to the Richmond Raceway for the 9th race of our NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode here as we look to back up our win in the last episode at the Bristol Motor Speedway, which is a great moment. It's our second win of the season and proves we are a true contender for the playoffs. And of course, we get ready here to start Richmond, which we know is a tough track, but we're going to try to conquer and get a good finish out of it today. As he stories the race, Chris Buescher looks a bit slow today, and Jimmy Johnson posted some fast laps in practice, so he should be a fast car. And Austin Cindric failed tech inspection, so he will start at the rear of the field, joining all the back markers and myself back here as we have a deep starting spot. We'll be starting from the 32nd position here in the number 77 Smart Water Chevrolet Camaro. As we get underway, the green flag is out here at Richmond. We are green. Larson is out leading the field to the green flag. We're back here in 32nd trying to fight AJ Allmendinger and Loris Hesman's forward position as we try to work our way through the field. So now here in turn 1 and 2, we send it trying to get to the outside lane there. We're trying to figure out our braking zones correctly and everything. We're on the outside with 31 of Justin Haley. He's not a rival yet, but we've had some run-ins with him so far, and boom, right there, that's one run-in. We just punted him off into the wall. We go right by him into 31st place, trying to work this outside now. Get around Zane Smith and Hesman's. 18 to go here in stage 1. It's a 20-lap stage, and we're trying to work our way up through the pack way on the outside lane. Makes Zane Smith check up a great move there. 3-wide pass on the outside lane, but Allmendinger shot by on the inside, so we're here in 30th, and we try to get around Allmendinger and LaJoie now. 15 to go in stage 1. We have caught back up to the back of Allmendinger, Blaney, and Yaley. We're going to make 3 wide. Great moves here on the inside lane, making beautiful passes here coming down the backstretch. Already up in the top 25 of that move right there. Now 3 wide with Stenhouse and Blaney into 3 and 4. We make the move, a little bit of contact with Stenhouse. Now we clear Riley Herbst with a huge slide job and exit at turn 4. Almost wrecked the car being that aggressive. 14 to go in stage 1. We got rivals all around us. Stenhouse and Suarez, 2 guys we can try to negotiate and avoid right now. We get in the side 99 Suarez. We run him out of room there. We clear him. Stenhouse runs us out of room, and then Suarez is trying to pinch us. He's trying to wreck us, so he slams Suarez. He slides behind us, and there goes 99. He's going to spin around. Goes Daniel Suarez into the wall. We stay green, and we get around Stenhouse for the 23rd position after that little incident. Now 13 to go in stage 1. Stenhouse back in our outside. We try to make the pass. He's crunching us down on the inside, but we hold him off and come out of 1 and 2. We get good on the acceleration. Oh, trouble up ahead. There's a car with a flat tire. Problems up ahead. I believe that might be for the 19 of Martin Truex or maybe another car. It is indeed someone's got some kind of problem going on up here. And it looks like it is the 19th Truex indeed. Problems for Martin Truex Jr. here at Richmond. He has a flat tire. I repeat, he has a flat tire, and that will cost him many positions as we move up in the top 20. See here, he goes into the wall here on lap 6. After that, the next lap, he goes into the wall and does a Hail Melon unsuccessfully around Richmond Raceway, and then hits Chase Elliott, and don't know what he's doing, but Truex slams Chase Elliott, and his day is effectively over with that problem right there. And now we're trying to chase down Jimmy Johnson for 21st. Later in the stage, we drop back a couple of spots to get to the back of the 84, give him a bump. We slide big time on exit here, trying to hold on Allmendinger now to our inside for 22nd. As the run goes on, the tires get really worn, and we keep sliding all around the racetrack. We're trying to hold on to every position possible. Allmendinger goes by. Now we slide on the inside. Jimmy Johnson contact, made it to 84. Now Justin Haley to our inside, who already can make contact with once already. And here we go. We send him in the corner, lap 11. Haley's going to spin, and we're going to clip him and send him around again. Justin Haley and myself get together for the second time this episode here at Richmond in the first 11 laps of the race. This time we get into him and finish him off by just spinning him out because I'm trying to move positions, and unfortunately for Haley, that cost him everything he had worked so hard to gain track position-wise. And now he is all the way at the back of the field with work to do. Now we're down in 24th. We're going to go big slide, almost wrecking into the inside wall hard. Christopher Bell will win stage 1 as we almost bin 24th by wrecking it right there. But Bell gets a stage win. We have an abysmal stage. So it's Bell, Briscoe, Bowman, Logano, Keselowski, Harvick, Reddick, Chastain, McDowell, and Ty Gibbs, your top 10 in stage 1. So we maintain track position here in 24th to begin stage number 2, but we have our work cut out for us here if we want to go charge up into contention for this race. I think we're probably going to need some off-pit strategy, which is usually what we typically do here to get some good finishes, so we might try to figure that out here in stage 2. 36 to go in stage 2. So definitely fuel mileage is going to be a huge factor. We send it way deeper than 10 of Eric Almirola into turn 1 and 2. An aggressive move gets us into 19th place. I don't know what I was thinking right there, but that was too aggressive. And then for that move right there. And now we're on the outside of Jimmy Johnson. We clear him for 19th. We chase down Ryan Preece and AJ Allmendinger up ahead for 17th and 18th. But Jimmy Johnson comes back on our inside now here into turn 1 and 2. We hold the outside of Jimmy. Jimmy powers by on the inside. We now go underneath Jimmy, hit him with the crossover move, make some contact on the exit of the corner. Big contact. Jimmy checks up behind us. We get physical with him. Not what I wanted to do right there. but we make some contact with Jimmy. Now we clear Ryan Preece for 18th, trying to maintain this bottom line of the racetrack to go after AJ Allmendinger in the 16 and Chase Elliott in the 9 machine here with 34 laps to go in this second stage of racing. We're closing in on them up ahead. Kyle Larson in the 5 up here at 17th. Elliott 16th. We send it in deep in the side of Chase Elliott. Big contact between myself and the 9 here down the backstretch at Richmond. Now we sail to the inside of the 5 of Kyle Larson for the 16th position on the racetrack. We slide up, we clear him, and move into 16th to try to chase down Denny Hamlin and Allmendinger. Now we have fallen down to 17th. Jimmy Johnson's got around us, and Hamlin, oh, we have a car in the wall up ahead. That is a 45 Reddick in contact with Jimmy Johnson as Reddick blows a flat tire, and we just see an opportunity right here to play some strategy. Reddick, he's going to be the only one who's going to pit here, so guess what? He's going to have more fuel than everyone else, but you know what? I pit with him, so it's going to be myself and the 45 of Tyler Reddick who are going to play some strategy here and pit to take fuel and tires and charge our way up from the second lower track position. Though we're going to charge our way up from the back and be in position here, because I'm assuming the rest of the stage is going to go green. We're going to stay out all the way, and me and Reddick are going to go 1-2 in the stage here. 28 to go in stage 2. We have 27 laps of fuel. We are 1 lap short right now. Anyway, we'd still beat everyone else. They would have to take tires. We would take gas only, and we'd still beat them in the pit cycle if we had to do green flag cycle. So I think this is a genius strategy call by myself and the Spire Motorsports team. As we go into 3 and 4, we get around the 38 of Todd Gilliland. Now work to the inside of Ryan Preece's number 41 Haas Ford Mustang for 27th position on the racetrack. Now we send it by the inside of Preece, and now try to go by Gregson up ahead as well. We give the bumper to the 42, get around Gregson, get physical for that position. We take it from Noah, and now battle Austin Cindric for 25th as we continue our charge here through the mid-pack of the field. And we just continue to be using up these fresh tires. You know, fresh tires, we got to use the advantage while we can, so we are just charging quick here through the pack. Now the inside of Austin Dillon for 23rd as they continue to make our way through the corner. Now up to the back of Ricky Stenhouse and Ryan Blaney. Very good corner right there. Gets us right alongside the 12. Lose a little bit of time going down the back stretch, but now we give Stenhouse a bump through the corner, get physical, just boot him right out of the way. I know he's a rival, so he's got to get rid of him just out of the way as quickly as he possibly can here. That's what you got to do sometimes. I got Harrison Burton in front of us, 25 to go on the stage. The 21 also a rival. So now you give Harrison Burton, oh, we don't. Now you give him a huge bump through the corner, massive shove. Big contact between myself and the 21, racing super aggressive to get into the top 20s. He blocked us, trying to get a better move to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Now we get inside Harrison Burton, get physical, get into it, just completely use him up, get around him, and now try to get to the inside of Jimmy Johnson for 19th on the racetrack. We continue to battle out here with 24 to go in stage 2. Jimmy having a very strong run today for his standards late in his career here at Richmond. Now we power by the inside of Jimmy on exit of 2. We clear him, try to catch up to Justin Haley and Ty Gibbs. Two of the guys up ahead running in 17th and 18th on the grid here. See guys going way up the racetrack right there. It's 17 of Busher. Take the high side of the racetrack. Back to the front though, Christopher Bell is pulling away with the race lead. He's absolutely dominating today in Richmond. Now 23 to go in stage 2. We sail it deep to the inside of the 54 of Gibbs. And underneath Haley as well, we make the move. We go 4 wide. We make the 4 wide pass. How about that? Right by Haley, Gibbs and Busher. 3-for-1 special up to 16th now. Chasing down Eric Almirola for 15th as we try to break into the top 15, which is right about where we were running when that caution for Tyler Reddick came out. I believe we were a little bit further back though, so we've already accomplished our goal of getting right around where we were running right before, since our tires are really starting to wear now. We sail it deep to the inside of 10 of Eric Almirola, get aggressive with it, use him up the racetrack a little bit of contact. We continue the side-by-side race here for position down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 now. We will clear the 10 of Eric Almirola with that pass right there. We will move into 15. Now chase down the 11 of Denny Hamlin. So now 13 to go in stage 2. 8 laps later, we've dropped down to 17 from the 15th spot. As Haley and Elliott got us down, we sail really deep on the exit of the corner, slam the 9 Chase Elliott. He slides, we're in the wall. He slams us again. We go back in the wall again. More contact. We get frustrated with the 9 Chase Elliott. Big contact. Now Elliott spins in front of us, and more contact between myself and the 9. All of a sudden, chaos breaking out here at the end of the stage. Richmond as that allowed Tyler Reddick to get around us, who's on our strategy. So there goes the stage win. 12 to go in stage 2. We're going to sail off, send Chase Elliott to turn 1 and 2 in frustration with the way he's been racing us. And now, once again, he slides right in front of us. Big contact that time, damage to our front end. Now I'm just trying to wreck him. Because myself and Chase Elliott, we're just trying to get away from each other. We are just being real physical for position. Now we're using up both Penske cars. Everyone slides, and we will take the position here from the 9, the 2, and the 12. A real physical incident there with 11 to go in stage 2. That drops us down to 18th. A costly mistake. Now we on to where we're scored in second here with just 2 laps to go in stage 2 here at Richmond. We're letting some guys back on the lead lap. Christopher Bell ahead of us. Reddick Looks like he'll easily win the stage. We will get second because me and Reddick have both stayed out as long as he possibly can because of that alternate strategy call. Everyone else pitted, so it has worked out perfectly for myself and the 45 of Tyler Reddick as everyone's getting lapped. There's Logano. He laps himself. Oh, we got huge trouble up ahead. Shane Van Gisbergen and Austin Dillon, I think, just crashed big. So the caution comes out, ending the stage. Tyler Reddick is your stage 2 winner. We come home second. A very good stage for us. Then Bell, Logano, Briscoe, Wallace, Jones, Chastain, Bowman, and McDowell, the top 10 in the stage. And now we pit and we jump into the race lead, but a lot of cars take the free pass and the wave around.
We're going green.
To get back on the lead lap, but here we are, myself and Tyler Reddick on the front row. We are now restarting the lead. We got our track position we wanted with the strategy, so now it's going to be 40 laps. We got to try to hold on to this top 5, top 10 track position here. Try to hold off the 45 machine of Tyler Reddick, and we're going to clear him out at 1 and 2 here. We're going to clear Tyler Reddick for the race lead. See behind us there's 23 of Bubba Wallace. Was trying to get around us as well here. He is actually 1 lap down. He did not take the wave around, so he's trying to unlap himself here as we hold him and Reddick off as we are leading the way here in Richmond on the restart with 39 laps to go. Now we move on to Eric Jones getting around us for the race lead. We drop down to second to 48 of Bowman racing us for position. Gets it into us. Up the racetrack we go. 37 to go. 48 getting physical. And now Bowman's going to slide in front of us. The 48 sideways. He saves it. Oh, but causes a huge stack up, which allows us to pull away for second. Trying to track down Eric Jones for the race lead. And Brad Kozlowski was running 15th. Just unlapped himself. Trying to drive away from us leaders. But it is an absolute fight here. Richmond. Kozlowski versus Eric Jones up there, but Jones has the race lead. Now we move on to where we drop down to third. Bell's got around us later. Now here comes the 48 of Bowman once again, trying to get around us. And here on exit the corner, he's going to get into us. He's going to drive us up into the wall. I'm not appreciating the way he's racing with that. I'm frustrated. So I slam the 14 of Briscoe, trying to get by. I let the 14 slide. There he goes. We get by Briscoe. He almost wrecks. But now we are going after Bowman. So we are frustrated with the way he's been racing us. I did not accept that. So here we are, lap 72. We send it deep off into 3 and 4 and slam the 48 of Bowman on the wall like a missile. We slam him into the fence because we are done with his BS the way he was racing us. So we put an end to his tomfoolery. Now 4 laps later, lap 76, Ty Gibbs blows a tire and around goes to 54. Gibbs will crash here, Richmond. Hard collision from the 5 of Kyle Larson into the door of Gibbs. And now, following that incident, the next lap, Gibbs is still wrecked on the bottom of the racetrack there as we look at the 99 machine of Daniel Suarez trying to swerve everywhere. I don't know what's going on. He bumps the 54 of Gibbs. All kinds of weirdness happening here at Richmond. And Gibbs will drop down the pits. Now we go on to 18 laps to go. Lap 82, the 48 on our outside once again as we fight for 4th position on the racetrack. We've fallen a ways behind race leader Christopher Bell. Now Bowman gives us a huge bump, shoves us up the track out of the way. So I slam him down the track. We both hit the wall, and he's going to go all the way up to the outside wall. We will not. We avoid it here. We avoid pit road, maintain 4th, and the caution will come out on the racetrack. So we're going to pit 4 fresh tires, fuel all the goodies, and get up to 3rd on this restart. Christopher Bell, a costly pit stop, drops to 4th. We're going to have to try to find our way by Tyler Reddick and Eric Jones to get into the race lead and try to finagle our way into a win today. 14 to go. I never expected this coming into this race that we'd have a shot at winning it late in the race. We send it by Reddick and Eric Jones. An aggressive turn 1 and 2, but it works, and we are clear for the race lead here at Richmond. And now we got to try to drive away and secure the race lead and the win here. Reddick and Jones pressuring us heavily from behind, but we hold them back off. Maintain the race lead here at Richmond as the battling continues intensely behind us. Now 13 to go. Down to lap 91. 10 laps to go in the race. Kevin Harvick is running second alongside the 43 of Eric Jones. I'm still holding on to the race lead. Now the 4 of Harvick blows the tire up into the wall, and Eric Jones, hard collision. Harvick spins off of the 10 of Almirola. And the 4 and the 43, 2 of the best cars, go crashing out of this race, and that leaves just me and AJ Allmendinger. 1.6 seconds of Eric Almirola battling it out for the race lead now here with just 7 laps to go at Richmond. It's an intense fight. I do not want to let Allmendinger get ahead, so I send it deep here into turn 1 and 2. Get physical. Get into the side of the 16 of Allmendinger. Run him up the racetrack. Clear AJ. Fighting desperately for the race win here. Doing whatever we need to do to get the win. It is absolutely aggressive here. As I know, it's just him as our biggest threat right now. As long as no caution comes out, we're golden as we hold off Allmendinger with 6 laps to go at Richmond. Now we want to later in the run coming out of turn 2. We hold the race lead here, but the game glitches and we slide down to the inside wall hard and we choke. We absolutely choke at caution on the racetrack. Allmendinger in the lead. We stay out on the racetrack because we know it's our only shot at the win. What a turn of events. And now it's going to be overtime here with just 2 laps to go at Richmond. Myself, Allmendinger, now with the pack growling right behind us here. 2 to go. I'm trying to lift here to slide in behind the 16. That's what we do. So now we're going to send one deep here into 1 and 2, trying to get underneath Allmendinger for the race lead, doing everything that we can. We get real physical. We slide up and we get physical contact. They bounce off the wall. We slide. We save it, but we make the breaks, and that's going to cost us position. Look who comes through on the middle. Tyler Reddick out of nowhere. To the lead, here comes Ross Chastain, Joey Logano. We're 3 wide for second, and it's all falling apart. White flag in the air. Final laps on Turn 1 back here at Richmond. Our last desperate attempt here. We send it into Turn 1 and 2. Get into Logano. Trying to get into the 45 of Reddick. Not quite. Logano bounces off the wall. We save it. Now here comes Allmendinger back to our inside. And now we're going to ship the 16 into 3 and 4. Big bump into the back of Reddick. Trying so hard to get the position. It doesn't work until the line. Chastain steals second. But Reddick wins at Richmond. Reddick will narrowly hold us off for the win. We come home third in frustrating fashion. End up P3. See the final race results. Reddick, your race winner. Ross Chastain, your runner-up. We come home P3. So close to victory lane there, but our moves just weren't enough there at the end. Logano 4th. Christopher Bell runs out your top 5. Almirola, Jones, Bowman, Allmendinger, and Denny Hamlin run out your top 10. Now you see 11th through 20th on the grid. Bubba Wallace was on the lead lap, ended up with the top 15 finish. Chase Elliott, Keselowski in the top 20 laps down. Larson struggles, finishes down 28th. Now you see 31st through 40th, all the guys that DNF'd. So just get by the race earnings. You see here we are now extending our points lead over the 11 Denny Hamlin to 89 points with a strong start to the season. And then, of course, you got Harvick history wins, Elliott, and now Reddick, a 5th different driver to win a race this season. Then on points currently in the playoffs, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, Keselowski, Truex, Bubba Wallace, Bowman, Suarez, Chastain, Gibbs, Blaney, and McDowell. The first 4 out being Allmendinger, Haley, Buescher, and Harrison Burton. Now you see 21st through 30th in the point standings. Real bad start to the year for Larson, and then 31st through 40th in the points as well. Now we're going to see the post-race superlatives here. The fastest lap of the race will go to Christopher Bell with a 21.46. He was the dominant car of the day for sure. And he led the most laps, being 46 laps as well. He probably deserved to win, but just didn't go his way today. And on the move is going to be myself, of course, up 29 spots from 32nd to 3rd. And a valiant late race effort wasn't quite enough. And the tough break goes to Truex, who started second, ends up dead last, minus 38. A tough day for Truex Nation. And now we get the post-race summary. All the works here, get the money, get the fans. You have to update on the playoff grid and see the updated rivalry status. See here, we're going to go to the About Me section over here, get the reputation breakdown, and we have a new rival, Justin Haley. So that's rival number 5 this season. We're just racking them up right now. That's just so wonderful to deal with. We have a lot of guys who are upset and frustrated at us because that race was not the prettiest. And we see back here, we still have 2 friends, Austin Hill and Corey LaJoy. It says Jimmy Johnson's now happy, no longer a friend. So we got to try to work him to friend level. So we'll try to do that next episode. Now we're going to look at the updated playoff grid. Right, of course, Harvick sits at the top with 3 wins, so myself and Denny is tied for second with 2 wins, and Elliott and Reddick tied for 4th, each with 1 win apop. Then on points, Logano, Bell, Keselowski, who's in. And then Truex, Bubba Wallace, Bowman, Suarez, Chastain, Gibbs, Blaney, and McDowell. Allmendinger out by 11, Haley out by 13, Buescher by 23, Harrison Burton minus 29, Austin Dillon minus 30. So until the next episode at Talladega, I hope you all have a good one.